Hello everyone! Today's class is going to be a heat building full body Vinyasa flow class. This is really going to get your legs burning, your entire body moving, and it will be so good for activating all the muscles that don't get much love early in the morning or even throughout the entire day. So it's going to be a good one. It's going to be heated, so get on your mat, and if you'd like to, you can use props a couple times in this class today. If you have a block or a stack of books, you can bring those over to your mat, but that's totally optional. When you're ready, get on your mat and we'll get started. So we're going to start standing at the top of your mat today. Feet about hip width apart, standing up nice and tall. Take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes completely here. Starting to deepen the breath, arriving here in this moment in your practice today. And as you start to deepen your breath, see if you can bring back that ujjayi sound that we talked about in our last class, making your breath sound more like the ocean. And it should sound a little bit like this. And I want you to see if you can keep that breath going throughout your entire practice today as we link breath with movement. Keeping a steady, deep breath with that beautiful sound. Then when you're ready, take a moment to recite an intention in your head. And this can be your own intention, or you're welcome to take one that I'll be offering you today. The intentions that I will be thinking about today are: I am strong, I am powerful. This doesn't have to feel cheesy. I know that sometimes it can, but it honestly is so powerful when you say these intentions and affirmations to yourself each day. It gives you some sense of purpose to go along with your day, and it helps you to really give a better meaning and put more effort into your practice, which in turn will help you to get more out of your practice. So maybe repeat that intention one more time, continuing that ocean-like breath. Whether your intention is your own or your intention may be: I am strong, I am powerful. Take one more deep breath in and out through the nose here. Then when you're ready, release your hands at your sides and take a few shoulder rolls here. Going down and up the spine, warming up those shoulder muscles. Maybe going the other direction. And then release your shoulders and gently take a head roll side to side. So this isn't a full head roll, it's more of a halfway circle. Starting at one side, rolling your head forward and through to the other side. And then just kind of keep going back and forth. Super soft and gentle to start warming up that neck and spine. Take one more here. And then bring your head back up to your center. Take a big inhale as you reach your arms up overhead. And grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and gently pull your arm over to your right side. Not super forceful here, just opening up that left side of the body, getting a nice side stretch, and then coming back up to center, switching sides, placing your left hand on your right arm, and gently softening over to the left side. And then come back up, release your arms, and from here, firmly ground your feet into your mat, pressing deeply through all four corners, engaging the thighs, standing up nice and tall here in mountain pose. And once you feel like you have a firm foundation, inhale as you reach your arms up overhead, and exhale as you bring your palms together at your center and start to lift your right leg up off the ground. You can keep your leg bent at about a 90-degree angle with your foot flexed to continue that engagement. Your shoulders rolling down your back, pulling the belly in towards the spine, finding your balance here. Really rooting and engaging through that left leg. And from here, see if you can take a big inhale as you transfer into a chair pose, taking your right ankle onto your left thigh and deepening into those hips gently for a chair, maybe even reaching your arms up overhead. Grounding through those four corners of that bottom foot, pulling the belly into the spine and elongating that spine, and finding your stability. It's okay if you're a little wobbly. That's what this practice is all about. So embrace the wobbles and just enjoy this moment, whatever that means for you. And when you're ready, gently raise back up to that one-legged mountain pose. Hands together in prayer, your right foot flexed. Taking your right foot back behind you all the way to a high lunge. You can reach your arms up overhead here, squaring those hips forward, grounding through the ball of your right foot. You're welcome to bring the arms up overhead, or maybe to prayer, or maybe even resting your hands on your thigh. Rolling the shoulders back. Your front knee should be directly above your front ankle to keep that proper alignment, protecting the knees. Take a big inhale here. And on your exhale, open up wide to the right side for Warrior Two. Turning your back foot to be parallel with the back edge of your mat, your toes pointing forward in front of you. Your arms open out wide to a T, remaining engaged through the arms, the outer edge of your back foot. And you should be able to still see your toes just over in front of your front knee. If you need to adjust and maybe widen your stance, if that feels good for you, you may do so now. And then from here, take a big inhale as you reach your left arm up over to your right side, sending your right hand down your right thigh. Open up the chest, maybe lift your gaze towards the sky, and then find your way back to that warrior two. You've got it. Hold those muscles, engage everything. I know it's hard, but you can do it. From here, we're gonna find extended side angle, bringing your left elbow to your left knee and sending your right hand up and overhead, creating this long line from head to toe and through to your fingertips. Keeping that front thigh bent and engaged, still with your knee just above your ankle. Finding your ground in that outer edge of your back foot. Then gently raise back up to warrior two and find your way back in that high lunge, shifting your back leg to square forward. And from here, gently lower your hands down onto your mat. Plant your right palm down on the mat and extend your left hand up to the sky for a little bit of a twist here, opening up the chest, the torso, remaining strong in those legs. I know it's hard, but you can do it. You're here for you today, and the rewards are so wonderful. And gently release your hand back down to the mat. Step your left foot back into a high plank, shift forward, and lower all the way down to the ground. From here, bring your hands beside your lower ribs. Press onto the tops of your feet. Open up the shoulders, rolling them back, and finding your first upward facing dog. Then gently release back down to the mat. Tuck your toes and make your way back up to downward dog. Take a moment to pedal out the feet here. And then when you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Bend those knees generously and meet me back up in a mountain pose, reaching up overhead, and hands come down to prayer at your heart. We're going to take that whole sequence on the other side now. Your feet about hip width apart here. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale as you bring your palms together at your heart, as you slowly start to shift your weight onto your right leg, as you lift your left leg up to that 90-degree angle, keeping that left foot flexed. Engage your core here, and allow your right leg to really be your guide in finding balance. Take a big inhale as you reach your arms up overhead, transferring into that one-legged chair, bringing your left ankle to your right thigh, flexing that left foot. Your weight evenly distributed in your right leg. Then inhale to bring your palms together at your heart, coming back to that one-legged mountain pose. And then sending your left leg back behind you into a high lunge on your right side. Squaring off your hips towards the front of your mat. You can place your hands on your hips in prayer, on your thigh, or up and overhead, wherever it feels best for you today. And while you're in this pose, see if you can send your left heel further back behind you. It doesn't have to touch the ground, but this will help you to find that engagement throughout your left leg. Take a big inhale here and exhale out the mouth. Then inhale as you open up to your left side, finding a T with your arms, keeping that nice 90-degree angle in your front leg, and opening up your left foot to meet the outer edge parallel with the back of your mat. Grounding through that outer edge of your back foot, sending your gaze over your right hand, making sure your right knee is just above that right ankle and that you can still see those toes. Take a big inhale and exhale out the mouth. From here, flip your palm and find your way back into peaceful warrior, sending your left hand down your left leg, reaching that right hand up and overhead, continuing that deep bend in your right leg. Then inhale to come back up to warrior two, and make your way down to extended side angle, bringing your right forearm to your right thigh, sending your left hand up and overhead to create that beautiful long line from head to toe. Continuing to engage your legs, your glutes, pressing through all four corners of the feet. Then make your way back up to warrior two, bringing your hands back up in front of you as you shift your left foot forward into high lunge once again, squaring the hips forward, and then raining the hands back down onto your mat as you extend your right hand up and overhead for a twist, opening up the right side of the body, greeting the sun, feeling that nice burn in the legs. You've got it. Only a little bit longer. And then gently release your hand back down towards the mat. Send your right foot back behind you to meet your left in a high plank, pressing up away from the ground, and then shifting forward to lower all the way to your belly. From here, find upward facing dog, pressing onto the tops of the feet, opening up the chest, then lowering all the way back down to the mat, tucking the toes and finding your way to downward dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Then when you're ready, gently walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Ground through those feet, bend those legs generously, and reach your arms up and overhead to come to standing, and bring your palms together at your heart. So we're going to do that whole sequence on both sides one more time. Starting in your Tadasana, take a big inhale in through the nose and a longer exhale at the mouth. Inhale, shifting your weight onto your left leg, lifting the right leg high, extending the arms up overhead, and exhale to find that one-legged chair, sending your ankle to your thigh and hands to prayer. Inhale back up to that one-legged mountain pose, and exhale as you find high lunge. Ground through your feet, take a big inhale, and exhale at the mouth. Inhale, opening up to warrior two, and exhale. Inhale, reaching the left hand up and overhead, and exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, find extended side angle, bringing the left forearm to the left thigh, and a deep exhale out. Inhale back up to warrior two and find your way to high lunge. And exhale as you plant your palms back down on the mat. Inhale, reach your left hand up overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale as you step your left foot back to high plank, and exhale as you shift forward, lowering down all the way to your belly. Take a big inhale as you press up and open into that upward facing dog, pressing onto the tops of the feet. And this time, exhale as you find your way directly back into downward dog. Take a big inhale here. And exhale as you make your way to the top of your mat. Ground through those feet and bend the knees generously as you inhale to reach up overhead. And exhale, bringing the palms to center. Take a big inhale. And exhale out the mouth. Shift your weight onto your right foot this time. And inhale to lift your left leg high, sending your arms up overhead. And exhaling to find that one-legged chair with your hands at your heart. Inhale back up to one-legged mountain. And exhale to find high lunge. Take a big inhale here. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale as you open up to the left side, finding warrior two. And exhale. Inhale, send your right hand up and overhead in peaceful warrior. And exhale back up to warrior two. Inhale, planting your forearm on your right thigh and sending your left arm up and overhead. And then exhale here. Inhale, making your way back up to warrior two and through to high lunge. Exhale as you plant both palms down on the mat. Inhale, reach your right arm up and overhead. And exhale as you release. Inhale to find high plank, pressing away from the mat, and exhaling to lower all the way down to your belly. From here, press up to a table. And you can either keep your knees together or take your knees as wide as your mat as you send your hips back into child's pose. Melting your heart towards the earth. Taking this moment to listen to your breath in stillness. Noticing if maybe this practice has brought up any emotions or feelings for you today. Acknowledging them and letting them go. Take one more deep breath here. Then gently walk your hands back to meet your knees as you come to take a seat on your mat. You can extend your legs out in front of you and come to lay down on your back here. Take a moment to hug your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a hug, taking a moment to relax, And if you'd like to go a little bit further here today, you can find happy baby pose, which is where you'll open up your knees wide, extending your arms out on the inside of your knees, grabbing hold of the outer edges of your foot to open up your legs further as you continue to root your tailbone down towards the earth. If you're not here in this pose, you can just stay with your knees hugged in towards your chest. Every pose is important and effective, so don't worry if you're doing something a bit different. Stay here for one more breath, allowing this breath to travel in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then gently release your legs and hands. Take your feet as wide as your mat and send your knees in towards each other as you bring your hands back to your heart and your belly. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. Allowing your breath to return to its natural state. And if you find any thoughts popping into your head, allow them to come and go like clouds. There may be sounds happening around you, like birds chirping, cars passing by. Allow that to be your music for this moment of stillness. Acknowledging that everything is beautiful and everything is meant to be, even if it's not what you expect. This moment is entirely yours. You're welcome to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you need. If you'd like to pause this video and keep staying here, you're welcome to. But if you're short on time, we'll start to wake up the body by wiggling the toes and fingers. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. And then when you're ready, extend your legs out long and send your arms up and overhead for a long body stretch before rolling onto either side and making your way back up to a seat. Taking your time getting there. And then when you find your way back to your seat, grounding back through your sit bones towards the earth, rolling the shoulders back. Take your hands to prayer at your heart and take this moment to express gratitude for your body, your healthy, functioning, mobile body that is capable of doing these beautiful movements, however soft or heated they may be. Maybe reciting those intentions one more time, whether it was your own custom intention or if you recited the intention, I am strong, I am powerful. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a longer exhale out the mouth. I hope today you can allow that intention to embody you and follow you throughout every action and step that you take. Letting go of expectations and embracing your strength, that you are able to take on whatever comes your way. Thank you so much for attending my class today. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.